Hi there, and welcome to this video of the Composer's Toolkit. On today's video, we will be talking about clusters on the accordion. What is a cluster? A cluster is a conglomeration of different notes in a set range. This is a cluster, but you're a composer, you know what I'm talking about. What you can do all sorts of clusters on the accordion, low ones, high ones. On piano accordion, for example, you could also do a difference between white clusters, only white notes, and only black notes, or mixed ones. You can choose whether you want 2 notes, 3 notes, 4 notes, or full-on big, huge clusters. You can do this on the right keyboard, you can also do this on the left keyboard in the 3-bass system. With the help of the registers, it can be a low cluster, it can be a high cluster. For example, if we put a 4-foot register in the upper side, a very interesting effect happens, for example, when we're playing dal niente on a cluster, because the notes are coming out one by one, depending on when the air starts actioning the reeds. Let's have an example. I'm taking a full cluster from E to B. We can have the same also very high up. And when we're going to al niente, diminuendo al niente, what happens is that the notes go out one by one. It's not something that we can control, we accordionists can control, because it all depends on the reeds, it all depends on the type of instrument, on the instrument that we have, and so on. So it's not a standard thing, but the effect is the same on all accordions. If you go from niente and back to al niente with the clusters. An interesting technique that can be obtained by using a cluster and combining it with a register change is the change of the color of a cluster. This has been masterfully done by Rebecca Saunders in her latest accordion solo piece, Flash, written for and premiered by Krasimir Šterev. And she uses a lot this technique in which she holds a cluster, and by use of chin registers, which we have here, most accordionists have it, almost all of them. Not all of the registers. On the button accordions you might have more registers. Normally on a piano accordion you have 5 or 6. Now, there's also more. Everything depends on the instrument. So if I were to hold this cluster, I can change the color of it by pressing different registers. What happens, it changes color, and sometimes it even there's a feeling of it jumping an octave. That's because of a 16-foot register or of a 4-foot register, which transposes it an octave higher. In order to perform a cluster, we accordionists either use fingers or the palm, sometimes the knuckles. Sometimes, if the cluster is very big, the entire hand on the keyboard, but like this. Or in the left hand side with the palm. Now, we can combine the cluster with, for example, bellows shake. And we would go from, for example, from downwards towards up. Sofia Gubaidulina's De Profundis, for example, starts in this way. These are the basics and some of the examples of employing clusters on the accordion. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in another video of the Composer's Toolkit.